Hello, and welcome to Rose Play, Season 22, Episode 40. As always, I'm your host, Aurian MoonRose. And before we start anything else, I'd like to apologize for the last episode. Thankfully, we didn't lose anything. My recording equipment just faltered out. Don't know why. Just randomly did it, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So we didn't get to finish the last episode, which would have been a longer episode than even the 40 minutes that was going on. Kind of ironic that we're at episode 40. But today we continue the Let's Play of Final Fantasy XVI on the Final Fantasy difficulty. And we left off on beating a fire beast to try to take out the crystal. Thankfully, the game saved it here, so I don't think we lost out on anything. So let's go ahead and get started and continue. Would have liked to have finished this last episode, but it's whatever. Oh, I like that. Too bad that wasn't a permanent power-up. Kind of sounded like the crystal just screamed in agony. Whoopsie doodles.
Are you watching, Sid?
Hopefully he is.
We're one step closer to freedom.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
We smashed it into 100 pieces.
Oh. We destroyed it.
What?
But what?
Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
Tell me.
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw.
Kill the outlaw. Now that has a nice ring
May
to
the
it.
blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Good.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high.
Is there something you need to tell us about Torgal?
Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate.
Okay. I was a little bit concerned for a second.
Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed.
You know, I thought it was, Joseph, but no, that's, I guess, Ultima, and it's human form? Well, there goes the crystal.
I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
That she shall try. Meanwhile, the crystal road, the crystal belt. Yeah, no, so that must be the other.
This way, Your Grace.
Yeah, this episode would have went on a bit more longer, but it's whatever. Can't help unforeseen events.
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
Poor medicine girl can't get to help anybody or sell anything, I swear. Poor little girl.
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
I need to destroy another crystal.
You did.
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence?
Because we destroyed another crystal, possibly.
I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands.
I think somebody likes somebody.
Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods.
I'm guessing
What is
that's
it
medicine
that you
helps
see
us.
in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbrec?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
I mean, hopefully.
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbrec included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice.
You better hope. I mean, Bahamut's usually quite noble and whatnot, so...
As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question.
But we'll try to find out, won't we?
Clive,
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while.
Clive is just trying to
We
take
can
out the
return
crystals.
by the Dalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength.
Actually, this would have been a long episode last time. Instead, most of it's going to the rest of the last episode.
I know. Thank you, Yote.
Yeah. I do feel so bad that the episode cut out, but it was not by my hands. That it once again faltered flesh. Yes, how much longer will that crystal last? Meanwhile, yeah, I think the whole episode's gonna go to cutscenes.
The army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
Ah, look who it is.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sambrek need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks
Hugo
and seek to draw out
Kupka.
the siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
Okay.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
Okay, I'd cause more
Take the
destruction.
field, so too will
Okay.
Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations.
Yeah, it'd be more
Instead of
destruction.
liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction.
I mean, at least he's got a good mind
that
on
is
him
what you
for
desire.
Titan.
If our
Aww.
learned advisor
Dum
has
Dums
sufficient
didn't
to
think.
propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
That it is, mother.
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer.
That's not good.
Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation.
Apparently she chose yes.
Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your
So he
own
knows.
dear Clive.
So he knows now that Sid is Clive.
Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out.
And what were said terms?
Sid took the life of someone dear to me. A woman by the name of Benedicta.
Of
I
course.
swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name.
Well, she doesn't care about
In
Clive.
return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
Yeah, most of the episode's going to this. Jeez.
And all for the love of a common whore.
Better not let him hear you say that.
No, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts
Oof.
will ever belong with beasts.
He was seriously there the whole
There are
time.
greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sanbreque. And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey.
Are you going to kill your emperor?
Tumbling down,
Or your husband?
you will
Both?
rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
Oh, that's not good. Hey, look, we finally made it back with just a little time to do anything. Maybe.
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
Look at you worrying about Jill, I think. After the storm. A new side quest. Awesome. Party has changed. That's to be expected. Items are now available, which is where I'm going to go. New crafting recipe. That's also awesome. Anything else? Oh. Okay, well, we have a few things. We have some hunts to do, too.
Is it business or pleasure?
Ask about Drake's breath. Want a pat on the back, do you? Well, I suppose you deserve one. Just don't let it go to your head.
What I hear.
You'd been lost without Jill. To say nothing of yours truly, if it wasn't for me keeping you fed and knitted out, you'd neither of you have stood a chance. But fair's fair. You took the chance I gave you and brought the whole bloody mountain down. Bet the Ironblood couldn't believe their eyes.
Oh, boogers.
I'll just have to find someone else to worship. Of course, there's plenty of other folks in these fair isles who still reckon these rocks are worth more than their weight in diamonds. So you keep doing what you're doing and show them how wrong they are. It's coin they want to put their faith in, and as long as you keep coughing it up, my faith will stay with you.
Coin purse weighing you down.
All right. I guess just to be safe, we'll buy the platinum sword.
After I'll be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Oh. Well, just in case, we'll buy it.
Here.
All right. Can we, or do we have anything that we can sell over here? Haha, yes.
I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else?
All right. Let's go check Blackthorn. Ask about Drake's breath.
Must have been hot.
Fighting in the belly of that Krog might be work for you as a smith when you hang up the old sword. But I mean, that won't be for a while.
I know how hard it can be.
Trying to fill another man's boots, but I reckon you've grown into Sid's nicely. He'd be proud.
So, will it be?
Right, that's if I wanted to just do it like that, but I don't. I really, really don't. Ah, yeah, I still can't do that, can I? That is still weaker? Holy crap. It still forces me to do it. The only difference is... well, at least there's that. But there's two. Well, on the positive side, 4 doesn't... it's pointless to even do it then. Because it's still weak by a whole 9. Alright, let's go ahead and do it then.
Nice work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you.
Now, how much more weaker is the ultimate weapon now? That'd be here, huh?
Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. And?
Alright, that takes care of that aspect. Okay, so there's 2 side quests. Let's go ahead and take care of this first. Then we took out another mother crystal. Heck yeah! Alright, that's for later. That's for later. So I guess we're going to go do the one out here.
One day, I will see all the way.
If it will let us, of course.
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
No, that I would not. Of course not.
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
I see.
And you'd have this someone be me.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
Alright. I guess Northreach it is.
They said they'd give us new clothes. But we've no coin.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go talk to them and then probably leave it there. Unless they just, you know, give it to us, in which case I'm gonna go back and finish the quest. Wow, okay, cool. Don't care, though.
come back again.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Look at this place.
Let's hope the Draper has Hortense's cloth.
I mean, I guess we're gonna go take care of that item. Items, okay, sure, whatever, we can do that quickly. Items are always welcome. Okay. If this is what you guys want.
Over here.
I mean, I wasn't gonna do anything, but
Farewell. This one. Shiva!
Shiva do nothing. 8,400 still isn't bad though. All right. That everything? I think that's everything. All right, let's go talk to him quickly. If they don't tell us to go somewhere to do something, we might finish the quest. Especially since we didn't do a whole lot this episode, thanks to last episode's
some swansdown, perhaps some
disconnection or something.
or herringbone.
Just some linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here.
What a
They were due
surprise.
to arrive on a caravan from Bucklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
Well, usually yeah.
So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Oh, I am.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe.
She didn't have a whole lot to say. She's like, sure. Search the road for the missing caravan. All right, we can just go right here next time. In fact, we're at least going to go there. We'll grab the item. We'll grab the items. At this point, I'm accidentally just going to do it, aren't I?
That damn bird's a menace.
She meant nothing by it, I swear.
Okay, here we go. We're not going to do it. We're just going to kind of leave it right here. All right. Well, this didn't quite go as expected, but sometimes the best laid plans don't go as expected. So, you know, We'll go ahead and leave it here for this episode. When we come back, we'll do the 2 side quests, do the hunt, and check in on Jill, which I assume is what the main quest was all about. But until then, remember, keep gaming, never give up. Hey, I got to do my finishing this time.